Living in Orange County is totally different than living in Los Angeles County. So in this video, I'm going to break down the 4 major reasons why people move from Los Angeles to Orange County. Now, number 1, top of the list, let me start by saying that these are in no particular order whatsoever. These are just the 4 most common things that we hear as real estate agents, and we've helped over 620 people move just since 2020. Well, a lot of them have moved from Los Angeles to Orange County. This is also true for moving from a lot of other cities as well too. It's a lot of the same points. But anyway, let's dive into number 1, which is a quieter environment. Orange County as a whole is way more of a suburban lifestyle than you will see in LA. Orange County isn't a city. Los Angeles has a city, and then you have a ton of like other cities included in it. Los Angeles is way larger as well too, but as far as the general perception of what you'll see in Los Angeles versus Orange County is Orange County is a lot quieter, a lot slower pace than you'll see in like the city feel, hustle and bustle type deal. Now, obviously it depends where you're living in Los Angeles, but generally, overall speaking, moving from Los Angeles to Orange County is going to give you a way quieter, slower, more environment. Now, again, that doesn't mean Orange County is slow and quiet. It's just in comparison to Los Angeles, it definitely is. It's one of the major reasons why people move from LA to Orange County. Now, in Orange County, it's also more spread out. So in Los Angeles, you have central because of the city, the nature of just having a city. And Orange County does not have that. I think the closest you could get to a city is like Newport, Irvine, and they're not, right? Orange County is a conglomerate of a bunch of different cities, ranging all the way from San Clemente all the way up to like Fullerton area. And in between, like every individual city kind of has its own feel. To whereas Los Angeles is really just city and then suburbs kind of spread out from there. Now, obviously you have that as well too, but remember, LA is way bigger than Orange County. So you got to factor that into it as well. So that overall number 1 reason is that it's a quieter overall environment. Now, let's go into number 2, which is kind of stems together with number 1, is most people that want more of a quiet environment are also looking for more family friendly. Doesn't necessarily mean they have a family or anything like that. However, we do get a tremendous amount of people that are looking for quiet, safer, more family suburban areas. So that ties in number 2 as well. So family-oriented communities in Orange County. Now, in Orange County, there's a lot of different styles of that. So for example, we get a lot of phone calls from people that are calling in and they're saying, hey, I've lived in insert the city, but let's say Los Angeles in this example, and I'm done living in the city lifestyle. I want a safe neighborhood. I want family oriented, somewhere where I could walk out of my house and there's kids playing in the street or something to that nature, right? Good schools, I don't have to worry about crime, all those different things. And this is why so many people have moved to Orange County, is everything compiled together that I just said. So inside of that, safety in Orange County is like 7 of the 10 safest cities in all of California are in Orange County. Now, I know it sounds weird, like city, Orange County, LA County. LA is a city, obviously. Orange County is like, I should know this number, but like 35, 40 different cities in the county. And 7 out of 10 of the safest cities in California are in Orange County. So when we get phone calls all the time and say, hey, I want safe, I want good, like low crime, I want all these different things, a lot of Orange, like literally 1/3 of Orange, 1/4 of Orange County is on the safest list. So when it's a safe bet that you could just look, like, for example, in South Orange County, you could pretty much just say every single city is very safe to be in. And that's one of the major draws to Orange County that a lot of other places just don't have. On top of that, you also have schools. So some of the best schools in California are also in Orange County. For example, there's a private school. My wife works for this private school, and it's in San Juan Capistrano. And there are literally people that drive in from Los Angeles and Temecula, which would be like an 1.5-hour drive, to go to this particular school, and it's private. For whatever reason, they don't move. I have no idea. But and that's a private school. There's also public schools as well, too. There's a lot of areas like Irvine, Ladera Ranch, even Rancho Mission Viejo, where people move to the city because the schools are so good. And there's a lot of cities where, like the ones that I just mentioned, the public schools are so good the parents that want the best in the world for their kids don't even feel the need to send it to private, right? So that's another major reason. And this really kind of all clumps together, number 1 and 2, of slower lifestyle, more family oriented, safer, better schools, kind of all that clumps together. Now, if you're looking for schools and safety, there's links in the description for the websites that I use to go through, help kind of coach my clients of what's safe and what's not. Obviously, you can always reach out to us by going to allaboutoc.com, and you can drop your information, ask whatever questions you have. Now, if you ever want to take what you're looking for and run it through our filter of just knowing Southern California, especially Orange County, really, really well, you can always go to allaboutoc.com, drop your information, and then you can even book a call with one of our local experts if you want. So that'd be what I would recommend if you want, like, let's get right to, hey, this is what I'm looking for, where should I look? Go to allaboutoc.com. All right, let's dive back into the video. And the next one is pricing. This is going to be incredibly, I'll say, controversial maybe, but there are a ton of people that move from Los Angeles to Orange County because it's cheaper. Now, this one is going to be controversial, but this is number 3 reason people move from LA to Los Angeles is price. Let me explain. Where you're looking in Los Angeles versus Orange County is going to totally depend. This might be absolutely the opposite. However, especially in the high-end markets, your money goes way farther in Orange County, or at least in certain areas in Orange County, than it will in LA. Again, for example, if you were looking in Beverly Hills or Bel Air versus Orange County is absolutely going to be less expensive. Living in Orange County is less expensive than living in those types of areas in Los Angeles, right? So if you take the way that I like to explain this is if you take the highest end, you know what? Let me do this. Let me pull up my screen because regardless of what price point you're looking in, this is an analogy that I make to just describe the difference between LA and OC. So I'm going to go pull up my screen right now and I'm going to go to onyxhomes.com. All right, so on our website, you can head up here to the top left and you can click search. And what this will do is it'll pull up a list of all the homes that are listed for sale. So as you can see here in Orange County, what I want to do is I'm just gonna filter for the most expensive. Now, there's a reason for this. Now, the most expensive properties that are currently on the market, there's $150,000. This is like more of an investment purchase. This isn't this is not a house. It's like a whole bunch. It's like a subdivision, if you will. So this is a total outlier if this were to ever sell. But if we scroll down one, these are not really outliers. And you can see that because there's a bunch of them. 70 million is like top market for Orange County, 65, 60, 60, 58, a lot in the 40s, 50s, right? So there's a lot of expensive properties is my point here in Orange County. But let's just go ahead and do this. Let's do Los Angeles. Okay, so now I've got Los Angeles County pulled up. And what I want to point out is the stark difference in the high end, right? So if the absolute, take out the 150 in Orange County, because that doesn't really, I wouldn't say that counts. The most expensive properties in Orange County are 70, 60, 50. And in LA, you've got 200, 150, 137, 126, 118, high teens, 80, 80, 70, 70, right? And you have to go down to like, I don't know, the 10th most expensive property in Orange or in Los Angeles County to meet the top of Orange County. And this is just what's on the market right now. But if I pulled up sold, it'd be similar as well too. So the reason that I explain it that way is the most expensive properties in LA are listed for 2 and 3 times as much as Orange County. So the question is LA 2 or 3 times nicer than Orange County? It depends on you, obviously. But I certainly don't. I mean, obviously I'm biased. I live in Orange County. Not that I'd ever be able to buy a $2 million house, but I don't think Orange County is 4 times worse or LA is 4 times better on the high end side of things, right? That's how I look at it. And the reason that I explain that is because it kind of all price points, if you want to live in those different areas, the nicest of OC is a quarter or half of the price of the nicest of LA. I think that's why I explain it that way. So let me break this down a little bit further, right? So the high-end stuff, I hope that gets the point across. Now, LA is also way bigger, right? So you're gonna have way more areas that are way out of the way, versus Orange County is very condensed. So if you're looking in the median home price in both, you're likely to get It's going to be it really depends on where you're looking in LA. But that is one of the major reasons, believe it or not, of why people move from LA to OC is you get more for your money on real estate. Now, on top of that, it's also cheaper to live in Orange County for a lot of different reasons. There's tax purposes. There is just, I won't touch politics with the 20-foot pole, but like politically, Orange County is a little bit cheaper. The sales tax is less, things like that. A little bit cheaper in Orange County versus in LA as well too. So you've got a slower paced kind of lifestyle feel. A lot of people move from LA to OC because they want more of the safe, family friendly, like any of those different categories. And a lot of the times they're spending less money in Orange County, or they're spending the same or more money to get way more house, right? And number 4, last but not least, you have to just say it, there's less traffic. I live in Orange County, I lived in Orange County my whole life, and the idea of driving to Los Angeles makes me want to stab my eyeballs most of the time. It's just such a stark difference. And one of the best ways I've ever heard this explained for somebody looking to move to Orange County, and take this with a grain of salt because this is what the client was looking for, $20 million homes. And we were talking with the listing agent, and he was asking like, hey, where else are you looking for homes? Are you looking in Miami? Are you looking wherever? And they flew in to LAX. And the question that I thought was fascinating was, hey, did you notice when you passed into Seal Beach on the 405, did you notice the freeway opened up? There was no more trash on the side of the road. There was no more graffiti, all those different things. And it was just it's for somebody that lived in Orange County my whole life, it's stark when you cross the county lines from Orange County to Los Angeles County. Also the traffic, right? The second you get out of Orange County, if you're on the 405, you just kind of immediately hit a roadblock. Now, it's not to say there's not traffic in Orange County. Don't get me wrong. I live in Mission Viejo, so if I'm driving to Irvine, I can pretty much guarantee I'm going to be going 20 miles an hour at best on kind of peak hours. But it's just not anywhere near comparable to the traffic you see in LA, where it'll take an hour to go 5 miles. And that's not an exaggeration. Depends on the time of day where you're at. But that is a major reason why people leave LA to come to Orange County, is really a lot of the people that do, it fits almost all of those things where they're getting more for their money. There's way less congestion and traffic. It's much safer in most areas. The schools are also fantastic as well. And it's a little bit slower paced lifestyle. So those are the major 4 reasons why most people choose to move from Los Angeles to Orange County. I'd be curious if I missed yours, put it in the comments down below. And again, if you want to chat with one of our local experts about how we can take your situation and help you make decisions on whether it does make sense, Orange County, LA, or wherever else you're looking, go to allaboutoc.com, drop your information. If you want to book a call, you can do that as well too. Again, my name is Christian Stubbs. I appreciate you watching, and if you found this video helpful, you'll probably find this next one helpful as well too, which is the pros and cons of Orange County. I'll see you in the next video.